Man,
Yes.
my voice is still gone from a whole week ago.
Yeah. Vi har inte setts på en vecka och vi har exakt samma kläder.
No, you all know the deal, but man, I'm hoping it gets better. I wanted to tell you about a certain thing.
Well, you told me about your penis last time,
yes,
so...
and now it's my balls.
Jesus.
No balls talk.
Okay.
I don't have any ball stories.
That makes it... I have a ton. No, I don't. No.
No, you gotta stop making me laugh. I think it's hurting my throat too.
Okay, no more fun. This is just going to be a history podcast from now on.
Well, good thing I'm the one teaching.
That's true, yeah.
But you make me laugh a lot, man. You're funny, dude.
Thank you. Same.
You've got the key to my fucking funny bone.
Right back at you.
But yeah, I was thinking about there's one thing I'm into right now. I know you're not into social media so much.
No.
But I'm really into comment sections, man.
Oh, really?
It's weird. Like, my algorithm right now is a lot of fishing. I might have mentioned that to you. Yes, okay. I did. A lot of fishing because I did that one ice fishing trip. Now I get a lot of videos of fishing in the Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
I get haircuts.
Uh-huh.
And I get like pranks.
Okay.
It's like the main thing I do. I'm just laying there just watching these silly videos. And food stuff.
Yeah.
So I see people making nice food, and that makes sense. I do like cuisine.
Yeah.
But and then sometimes I see a video and I know they're going to be going nuts in the comments.
Yeah.
Like just people just trying to be witty. I leave some comments that try to be funny and witty, and sometimes thousands of people are laughing, liking my comments. I'm like, I feel. So there's this one guy who makes dinner for us, the viewer.
Yes.
So he makes the dinner, and then he slides it to you and says, like, enjoy.
Okay.
But he talks in like this monotone. He's like, and I'm going to take some sliced peas and put them on the rice, and we'll have a nice, and it's like a high-level meal he'll make. It'll be like take a poached egg and leave some chili flakes on it with garlic butter sauce made from scratch, and pour the butter sauce on it. All that looks like a fantastic.
No joy, no pizzazz.
No. And then he slides it over, and he smiles in the camera. It's like, enjoy. And it's always a glass of water. Glass of water, enjoy. And all the comments are about what person is in the basement waiting to receive. And it's like people doing different takes on him being a serial killer.
Yeah.
And he gets millions of views on his videos, and he never changes. So it's kind of his thing now. You're the he's a handsome young guy making top-notch cuisine, or like it looks good, like high-level food. And everybody's saying that like some people are like, oh, you could tie me up, and people are like, oh, I wonder what her name is down there. Can you hear screams or like stuff like that?
His intention probably var, jag ska laga fin mat och så ska jag bara så vad trevlig. But he became the serial killer cook.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes. I'm gonna look it up now. I'm gonna look up serial killer cook and see if that would suck so bad if that's if it wasn't his intention.
Has he ever like addressed it like in a video, like, oh, jag vet att ni tycker att jag är
No, he doesn't talk about anything with his all right, I'm gonna.
What
Okay, it wasn't him. Okay, it's books about serial killers.
I wouldn't want to be that. I mean, it's like you want to do something
right.
and you get.
I don't know. It'd be nice to get. It's not like he's doing any sponsorship stuff either. Because if I were getting money from it, I might keep it like, all right, well, and maybe make a joke about it. But if you get nothing, and I guess it's fun to just put up there, see what I'm cooking.
Don't you get money if it's on? Is it on YouTube, or is it on Instagram?
No, it's on Instagram. You don't get money.
Okay, so you got.
The way you would get money is get sponsors, and be like, this Heinz ketchup on this poached egg,
this knife. But the second he addresses it, I think the attraction is gone. People are going to stop watching.
There was I saw one comment in there of a woman saying she was going to start a series of videos receiving food in a basement. Like that. And it was and to me, I was like, I went to her profile. I wanted to see if she did, and and people were giving her ways to do ideas. It was all really funny.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and I became disappointed in her because she didn't follow through.
Oh.
It's like, why are you talking all this? I'm gonna do it. I swear. They're like, you better do it, girl. We gotta fuck. And she hasn't done it yet. As of I don't know, a week ago. So I don't know, man.
Chicken shit.
It's funny stuff to me. That's what my algorithm is. We'll see. It's better than like twerk videos, I guess.
I can't stand comments because I get mad at people. But it's if they have opinions about shit. It's always like political stuff, and I just like, you can't communicate in writing. It's proven throughout social media.
Yes, context loss. Yeah,
everything is misinterpreted, and I just get mad.
And sometimes purposely.
Of course, yeah. I got trolls, but jag blir bara så här frustrerad. Jag orkar inte. Jag blir så irriterad. Men. Good on them if they want to do comments.
Yeah,
and I enjoy your way sounds fun.
Yeah. So I just like there's one barber who cuts people's hair, and they look in the camera, and then you go right to the comment, and everybody's roasting the client. He does really good haircuts, but everybody's like, but it's not roasting like his head so big, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's like he look like he'll change the radio station in the car. we driving to the grocery store. He look like he look like you can't tell him nothing. He gonna snitch on you. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. And then one time I wrote something, and then the dude roasted me back. I thought it was so fun. He told me I look like a certain rapper, and I was like, it's a filter, and I was just laughing. It's a good time, man.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, that's me and on social media.
I like that.
Yeah, highly recommended, man. The comment section for fun.
I'll look into it. I'm never on Instagram. Maybe that's why.
Yesterday, this is the last thing, then we'll get our episode started. But yesterday I saw a black guy who is kind of I guess a progressive black dude. All this, like, he like talks to people, hey, listen up, people. We need to stop being like this, blah, blah, blah. Like motivational, I guess. Uh-huh. And he was giving a pro-trans message.
Okay, yeah.
Black people, I don't know if you know this, but in the black community, trans people are kind of demonized a little bit. And he was talking about that and something that happened on some podcast or something. And I went to the comment. I was like really happy that we got a prominent black guy actually saying something good about the trans community and the ignorance. This is the part of the comments you don't like. This is what I saw.
Yeah.
People, there were people pushing back, which I liked. But it was just like really, really ignorant shit about like people going to hell. And, you born a man, you gonna stay a man, blah, 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 all of this ignorant shit. It's just like made me sad about the black community.
Why are they demonized? Because they think that it's
you going to hell, man.
Yeah, but is it just religious, or is it like we're in the middle of a struggle, we have a tough life, and you're bringing this which gets extra prejudice? Or
there's a bit of that, but it's God doesn't make mistakes. There's a lot of it.
Oh, really?
And you're basically saying God made a mistake. God put me in the wrong body as a trans person, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's a lot of what they're saying, and also it's also homophobia, but they don't even understand the difference in transphobia, homophobia. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's some ignorant shit, and it's like frustrating that. But I'm glad some people are pushing back and calling out the stupidity of religion.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's good that some people. I don't have the patience.
No.
Time for that.
No, me neither. Jesus.
So I go to the funny story and watch somebody fighting with a fish. That's fun.
That is fun. Or like dogs jumping in a pool. That's great.
Yeah,
I love that. I love dog videos.
Okay.
And I'm not ashamed to say it.
All right. You know what sucks is that the Phils never hear stuff like this.
Yeah.
So thank you for your support.
De vet inget om mina preferenser.
Yeah.
När det kommer till videos, de vet inte vad du tittar på och kommenterar. Allt det där går förlorat.
Yeah. So, yeah, good for you all.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring those fucking idiot losers in.
Yes, let's do it. Det här är Teach Me Sweden, en podcast där vi lär oss historia genom humor, för det är komiker som lär sig svensk historia. Jag heter Erik Broström.
And I'm Jonathan Rollins, and in this episode I'll be teaching Erik all about the origins of what we call Stureplan.
Yes. We're talking shopping mall, we're talking Svampen, we're talking spa, and we're talking marshes.
Okay, marshes is true because there were battles in the marsh. We're talking about war and independence. Mm-hmm. Stay tuned for a big, strong, tough fight.
Yeah, confrontation!
Hey, yes, Sverige!
Yes!
Lisa. It's me.
I had a high-pitched... yeah,
you did.
You're back.
What's up everybody?
What's up? Vet du vad? Jag ska börja med en rättelse. Jag sa i inledningen på förra avsnittet att det var en ubåt som heter Hundjagaren. Vi pratade om ubåtar förra avsnittet. It was Sjöhunden. Yeah, the sea dog. It was so much more fun.
Yeah.
It's very cute.
I would have probably made a joke about it being crip dog and crip walking across the water.
Then we got alla skulle bli patrons, vi skulle få massa spons, vi hade varit miljonärer. I fucked it up, man.
I would have done a crip dog joke. I would have done a dog, the sea dog, but it's blind, so it's ironic.
That's fucking brilliant.
So the can't see dog. You know what I mean? It was so much to work with.
Jag ber så hemskt mycket om ursäkt. Det går inte att reparera, men du får tolerera mig bara. I'm sorry.
If you've heard the last episode, then you've heard that my voice is sexier than normal because pollen is fucking me up.
Yeah. Pollen makes you sexy, man.
Yeah, man. When a tree come in your throat.
Yep.
Makes you...
Basically. Det är trevligt.
When you
Ingen
think about that way.
respekt, de bara kommer överallt.
Plow.
Yeah.
Booyaka, that's what they say.
Man har hållit sig, levt i celibat hela vintern.
Yeah. It's too cold, I can't come. But this is a history podcast, technically. By comedians. This is how comedians retain history.
Vi faktakollar inte så noga, men we do some mild research and then we retell it.
Yeah.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's how it's done.
Men det är din tur. It's your story.
I'm going to be teaching you some Sweden. This is how comedians do it. As you can tell by us acing all of our quizzes.
Yes.
We are learning, and hopefully you're learning with us.
Hoppas verkligen.
We don't get much feedback, but you could send feedback if you have feedback.
Så länge den är positiv, jag klarar inte av negativ feedback. Säg ingenting negativt, bara bra grejer.
Send your positive feedback to teachmesweden@gmail.com, or you can give it. And actually, I found out that you can live comment in Spotify.
Really?
You could somebody in my podcast Sova Hender, somebody commented on they liked the shows, but they didn't like my laugh. Yeah, somebody live comment. I mean, people left nice comments too.
You have a wonderful laugh.
That person didn't think so.
What's wrong with that?
It's subjective.
I don't like it.
Laughter appreciation is subjective, but it's possible. So you can say nice things about us, leave good reviews, and that helps us out as well. But you can be a Patreon subscriber and get videos, ad-free episodes, and stuff like that. Even sometimes extra episodes.
Och kommentera inte mitt skratt, för jag vet att jag låter som en hyena som tror att han är joken. Don't do it.
A hyena that thinks it's a joke.
Yeah, it's just my laugh, okay?
Yeah, so I'm going to be teaching, as you said, and if you've heard 2 episodes ago, I talked about the Kalmar Union.
Right.
Which is way, way back when. It started in the 1390s.
Yeah.
And this lesson is from a time during that union.
Oh.
We're in the late 1400s, almost 100 years into the wonderful Kalmar Union.
Interesting.
The union between Scandinavian nations.
Yeah.
That's where we're at right now. Take yourself back there. I don't exist. You've never seen a black.
Oh, no. Everything's white. Oh, the plague.
Yeah, there's no, yes. Plague, yeah. Oh, exactly. Oh, these kings. Oh, this one is impotent. At the time, in this time, Sweden was under control of the Danish crown.
Right.
It was their turn as part of this Kalmar Union. Which, involved Norway, Denmark, Sweden.
Yeah.
But Danish rule, we weren't really digging it.
No.
We didn't really like the Danish rule. It was resented by many Swedes and, more importantly, Swedish nobles. They missed that one part where you got to take care of the rich folks, man.
Yep.
The people who mean something to society.
Klassisk misstag.
Yeah, the Kardashian sons.
Yes. Everyone knows you got to take care of the 1%.
Yes, take care of the one. Exactly. That's the American way, man.
Yep.
America wasn't around for 300 more years.
True.
So the Swedish nobles, they were saying we need greater autonomy as Swedes and independence from these Copenhagen assholes, basically.
They said that verbatim?
Verbatim, yeah, yep. Verbatim, according to this news clip I watched.
from the 1400s?
Yeah, from the 1400s, this video they made back then. It was on a nobleman's Instagram.
Oh!
Apparently, yeah, man. He was next to a fish catching video. Oh, no. That's for the LILs.
Yeah, Patreon callback.
But the king at the time was King Christian the First.
Here we go. The first, okay.
Yeah, he was of Denmark, of course, and he imposed. He was like, "Yo, let's tax these motherfuckers, man. Let's get this money." He imposed trade restrictions as well, trying to doing stuff that benefits Denmark, and he centralized control over Sweden's internal affairs,
right,
through, I guess, Copenhagen. I'm guessing, and the Swedish nobles like, "Whoa, we can't do that," and and not only the nobles, but the normal population was like, it's fucked up for us too, man. You fucking with our Peruvian night treasures.
Hade han rätt att göra enligt Kalmar Union?
Yeah, because remember they would just switch around.
Just disgruntled, but he was in his right to do. He was
within his right at the time, according to how the union was set up.
Yeah,
and then back in Sweden, this was stifling economic growth, of course, because the focus was on Denmark. It wasn't really helping Sweden.
Yeah,
and it was undermining the Swedish government because it wasn't benefiting them, and it made Sweden not be able to get what they wanted accomplished, their autonomy,
right,
as they say. He wanted to finance his military campaigns and his lavish lifestyle, and that was his reasoning for raising taxes.
Väldigt ärligt. Väldigt ärligt.
Yeah, he's like, so king, is this for healthcare?
Nej. Franskt vin och mina soldater.
We can't make champagne here. Champagne's not gonna buy itself, am I right?
Hur ska jag annars kunna få mina bubbliga drycker? Va? Idiot.
So this obviously burdened the peasants,
right,
and the merchants who didn't really have that much money anyway.
Yeah, or champagne.
I hear the mjöd has sparkles in it. The king's mjöd, they call it champagne.
King's mjöd made of grapes with bubbles.
Yeah. Tastes like French feet. And of course, this led to widespread discontent.
Yeah,
and economic hardship for Swedish middle. Well, there's no middle class back then. Lower class.
Yeah.
Christian the First, he wanted to extend his authority over the Kalmar Union as well. He wanted to have even greater control over Sweden's internal affairs as well. Like, hey man, I don't have enough.
Yeah.
I can't do a Danish accent. He wanted to appoint Danish officials to key administrative Swedish positions, and he wanted control over local governance.
Okay.
I wonder how this was received by the Swedish.
Yeah.
Det låter bra.
Vem ska vara borgmästare? Jag tycker Carsten. Carsten ska vara borgmästare. Han är väldigt fin. Yeah.
The merchants were even more pissed off because they couldn't conduct their business freely, and the merchants couldn't compete with the Danish merchants, the Swedish merchants.
Yeah.
Because everything was in their favor because Christian the First is making all the rules.
Yeah.
So this was hurting merchants, it's hurting peasants, it's hurting the nobles. Feels like it's coming to a head.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Enough is enough.
Yeah. But what we had back then in common, religion, man. Religion kind of brings people together,
I guess.
So Christian the First, his religious policies stirred controversy in Sweden because he was a devout Catholic.
Yeah.
And we've talked about Sweden and Protestant.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm a Catholic, I'm running shit, so Protestantism needs to stop in Scandinavia.
Right.
Fuck your religion, fuck your people. And the Swedish nobles they were Protestants, of course, and they sympathized with the cause of the Protestant, different religion. Right. It meant a lot more back then.
Yeah.
They were not happy about that either.
Right, and the churches were wealthy. Had a lot of money.
The Danish military needed to be strong, and it was a part of the Kalmar Union, of course. So the Danish crown said, well, since you're part of the Kalmar Union, you got to be part of our military. If you're an able-bodied man, you have to serve in the Danish army.
Wow.
Even if you don't want to.
Wow, you're Catholic and you're going to war. That's a tuff morgon och vakna upp till bara god morgon. Vad har hänt? Du är katolik. Nej. Du ska ut i krig. What?
Yep. At least tough. You don't have to wear condoms.
Well, it's about okay.
All right, I'll do it.
I'll do it.
You're going to war, but you get to pray it away. If you kill somebody,
right? It's
get
great.
Forgiveness.
It's great. So you don't even have. If you kill in war, you kill for God, right? Probably, if you're a smart leader, you don't have to apologize for that shit.
Strong point.
Yeah.
So the Swedish nobility was really getting pissed about this, and they're the ones who are like speaking up because I guess the Swedish crown must have been kind of weak sauce.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're like, it's not our turn. What can I do?
Yeah,
they're living good.
Det var ju en union. Alltså, om de har skrivit in så dumma regler typ, och kungen får göra som han vill. Well, if you agreed.
Yeah. So Christian at first was like, all right, it's time to impose
prima nocta
Danish culture.
That's a Braveheart joke. Sorry, I had to squeeze it in. Okay.
It's time for Danish culture and customs to come to Sweden.
Okay.
So why aren't you speaking Danish?
No.
He was like, oh, we got to get the language in there. Y'all not speaking. What's this Swedish shit?
Wait, is this why people in Skåne talk the way they do?
Maybe. I mean, it's closer to Denmark.
Is it because of this guy?
Maybe. But the Swedish people in the rest of the country were not. I'm drawing the line.
Yeah, so people, right, they went with it up until like probably like Linköping, Jönköping.
Linköping, oh yeah.
But it was like, men vi pratar ju så här. No, du ska ju prata så här istället. Okay, vi pratar så här då. And that was the compromise. I get it now.
That's compromise. But the Swedes were not digging it. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Enough is enough.
Yeah.
So then there was like a coalition of Swedish nobles got together.
Yeah.
And there was one guy named Sten Sture.
Yeah.
The elder.
Now we're getting into the Vasa period almost. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know about Sten Sture, the elder.
And he came out as like Che Guevara type of thing.
Right. Yeah.
I forgot to say it. Liberty for Sweden. But he was a champion for Viva la Sverige. He was a champion for Swedish independence.
Yeah.
He sought to resist Danish encroachment on, of course, on Swedish sovereignty. He wanted to restore self-rule. Like, why can't we rule ourselves even though we're in this union?
Well, because of the union, you dumb Sorry.
Yeah. So then King Christian came back like, all right, here's what I'll do. Let me rule a little bit more locally.
Okay.
A little bit more locally. And then, everything will be all right.
Okay.
And the nobles are like, this is a direct threat to our privileges, to our influence in Scandinavia. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's fucking rebel.
Yeah.
Let's go against the quote-unquote crown.
Yeah.
So now it was time for confrontation. Ooh. What Swedes love.
Yeah. We're good at it.
So we're good at it. We are good at it, so we save it until the perfect time.
Yes. It's not time yet.
Well, it was time on October 10th.
Okay.
1471. Sten Sture and I wrote his posse.
Yep, of course. Yeah, it's a
Western spaghetti.
It's a historian / comedy podcast. Yeah. Posse is fine.
This is they began what is now known, but they started a battle, but it's now known as the Battle of Brunkeberg.
Den gamla Brunkebergsfighten. I don't know about it.
Okay, I was like, oh shit. Sten Sture the Elder was a skilled military leader.
Okay.
And he was an advocate for Swedish resistance, and he marshaled his forces to confront the Danish army near Brunkeberg, just outside Stockholm. And their war cry was Aja Baja. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Aja Baja!
Nej. Andra sidan, är ni klara?
Exactly. His army consisted of a mix of Swedish peasants, nobles, and mercenaries, totaling around 7,000 to 8,000 men.
Respectable amount.
Together. They were well armed, and they were prepared to defend their homeland against the Danish invaders. On the other side, King Christian I led a larger force. Estimated around 10,000.
With a lot of Swedes, right?
To 12,000 men. It was comprised of Danish troops and mercenaries.
Okay.
So Sten and his army was well outnumbered by
I'd say. Okay.
But the battlefield that they chose, on home court, you're on home court. You know what I mean? It's always an advantage, as we've seen. That's why nobody can take down Russia. It was there were rolling hills.
Yeah.
There were dense forests back then, of course, in 1400s. There was marshy terrain as well.
Okay.
You ever walked in marsh?
Jag tror inte det. Varför skulle jag gjort det? Det är jättedumt. Kan jag gå runt?
But that played a significant role in shaping the course of the battle. Of course, they're familiar with it, and the Danes don't know. The forces took advantage of the natural terrain, and they set up defensive positions. They had ambush points set up around the area.
Oh, cool.
They were using guerrilla warfare tactics to harass and disrupt the advancing Danish army. They had hit and run tactics.
With 7,000 men?
Yeah, no, I'm sure it was like little platoons.
Yeah.
We'll hit them. Och spring!
Spring är bra alltså. Det.
Slow spring.
Spring är bra alltså.
So they had surprise attacks, and they were attacking from flanks and rear. So
det är bra. Smart. Smart.
They quote avoided direct confrontations.
Of course. We're saving it.
Yeah, because it's the ultimate. I wrote this, the ultimate passive aggression, right? We'll take them from the side and the back.
Yeah. Men fram då?
Aggressively.
Nej.
There's 3,000 more of them. So Denmark, they knew it was wartime. They advanced towards Stockholm, but there was resistance from the rebels, and they fought valiantly to defend their homeland. It was a chaotic, bloody melee. Both sides, they were engaged. It was close quarters combat too. Back then, you're not, shooting like sniper rifles.
Yeah.
And they were fighting close quarters combat in thick forests.
Yeah.
And marshes and shit.
Så hälften av alla slag träffar ett träd typ.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's probably fucking, as I imagine it, disgusting.
Yeah.
To be, I would have stopped fighting to wash my hands like 700 times.
Yeah.
Vänta lite.
Yeah. Nej, jag satte handen i mossa.
Vad äckligt. Oh, did you lose a limb? No. Lite bajs på handen.
Vad snigel är det?
I could not survive it.
Och nu regnar det.
Vad är det här, Göteborg?
Paus. Nu tar paus.
They had the Danes, as I said, had a numerical advantage, but the army couldn't make headway against the Swedish resistance.
Right.
And Sten Sture, they were knocking people off with their tactics.
Yeah.
And there was a turning point that they consider of the battle when there was a counterattack. They led. So the Danes attacked, and then Sten Sture and his squad, not posse anymore.
Yeah.
They got a leading. They had they led a cavalry charge and broke the Danish formation.
Okay.
Yeah, and the rebels exploited confusion because they've been coming from the side and the back, and now they break the formation, and there was disarray, probably because they all look alike. In the race.
Who's who?
We shouldn't have taught them Danish. So the driving the forces got driven back now because of Sten Sture. They're just killing so many people, coming from so many angles, and they eventually they had to retreat from the battle. King Christian.
Cool.
And they suffered significant losses while the Swedish rebels were victorious in Brunkeberg. This was a monumental, decisive victory for the Swedish rebellion. They had more morale after this. Like, yeah, man, fuck them. We took more of them, you know. And now they were thinking, we've won this battle.
Let's go to Denmark.
No, let's tell them we're not taking your shit anymore, King Christian.
Yeah.
Sten Sture, the elder, emerged as a hero and as a symbol of Swedish independence.
Yeah.
And everybody was, giving him props for being a leader and a brave soul on the battlefield.
Yeah.
The defeat of the Danish at Brunkeberg dealt a blow, of course, to King Christian I and his authority in the Union, and it marked the turning point in the struggle for Swedish sovereignty.
Yeah.
Overall, the Battle of Brunkeberg was a dramatic and hard-fought engagement that demonstrated the resilience and determination of Swedish rebels in their fight against Danish rules, and is considered one of the most significant battles in Swedish history, shaping the course of Sweden's independence and that movement for independence, and laying the groundwork for future conflicts against foreign domination. So you can't come up in Sweden. Now we know.
Yeah.
You run up in here, you get fucked up.
Yeah,
so that is the story of the Battle of Brunkeberg.
You left out that they gave him a posh mall at Östermalm to say thank you.
Oh, really?
Sturegallerian.
Is that his?
I don't know.
Oh, I was like, I didn't see that.
I'm pretty sure that everything that's Stureplan, everything with Sture is probably Sten Sture.
Oh, Sten Sture.
It has to be. Has to be.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, of course. That was awesome, man.
Every time I go shopping, I'm going to think about marsh and forest battles.
Yeah.
Blood and Sniglar.
I like the shirt, but how does it hold up against all the mossa? I don't know. Well, it's only 2,000 Swedish crowns. I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly, over there. But that's it, man. I hope you enjoyed that. You learned a little bit of Sweden.
That was a great story, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Och vill ni att vi... ni har inte pratat om det här, ni har inte pratat om det här. Skicka in förslag till teachmesweden@gmail.com och skriv på engelska om ni vill att Jonathan ska läsa den för mig. Skriv på svenska om ni vill att jag ska läsa den för Jonathan. Då så plockar vi upp de här tipsen och gör stories av dem.
Yeah,
och då säger vi typ så här: tack du din rackare. Och det är väl schysst få ett sånt grej. Ge oss pengar. Patreon.com/teachmesweden.
Yes.
Så bara 10 spänn i månaden.
Yeah, you get ad-free episodes. Yeah. You get video. Some of you are watching us right now.
Yeah. Can get more. You can give more. Behöver inte ge 10 kronor. Kan ge 10 000 i månaden. I don't know. Is there a limit? Is there a limit?
No. Think of it as we're King Christian the First.
Yes.
Give us your money.
Yeah. Jag gillar det.
It makes sense.
Ja. Men tack så mycket. Det här har varit Erik Broström.
And Jonathan Rollins. Teaching you Sweden.
Man. Fred.